Okay, let's see. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first ever interview on our new Moto Blood YouTube channel. This episode unofficially is sponsored by Intech USA. They sell dirt bike products from Italy, high-end, super swaggy, high-end Italian products. Check them out, link below. We are super stoked to sit down with Megan Hensley today, the newly elected president of the Owyhee Motorcycle Club, a historical club located here in Boise, Idaho. Hi, Megan.
Hey, Chelsea. How are you?
Good. Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Awesome. Thanks for sitting down with us today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Cool. Heck yeah. All right. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, funny enough, I didn't really know much about motocross until I got with my husband, Nolan. I've been an esthetician for almost 13 years, but now that I've been in the dirt, I'd rather do that than anything else. Yeah, I love going to the track. I love all the people that we've met, and yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Same. All right. So, you kind of told me this earlier, but when did you first get involved with OMC?
The very first time I got involved with OMC was in 2008. My parents actually ran the Snack Shack, Go Big K Barbecue, located in Garden City. And I actually worked for them to earn a trip to Florida, and I had a lot of fun when I was out there, and then Nolan and I started going out there, and that's it. It never left.
Right? Awesome. And so you said 2008, so that's how long you've been involved with the club, basically.
Off and on. Obviously, there was a little bit of a gap in between 2008 and 2014 when I got back in and became a member with Nolan. So we're looking at our decade coming up.
Yeah. Super cool. Heck yeah. Do you ride dirt bikes or any other type of motorcycle?
Do I have a dirt bike? Yes. Do I ride it? Not so much.
Okay.
I mean, if I do, I'm a solid, maybe second gear, straight line, flat surface.
Sure. Same. I would be the same. I don't even own my motorcycle anymore. So there's that.
You do what you gotta do, right?
You do. So this is kind of an off-the-wall question, nothing to do with OMC, really. And I'm assuming I know the answer, but do you guys watch pro supercross and motocross? Super into that?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Heck yeah. Who's your favorite pro racer?
Wow, I mean, that's kind of a tough one because I feel like it varies for me. Sometimes I'm really excited for Jet, and then sometimes I get irritated. I know I don't really like Freezy and I don't like Anderson.
Okay.
But I don't know, it kind of varies for me. Like, I don't do any of the pools or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't either.
But yeah, Jack's favorite is he likes Kitchen because he likes his last name.
Yep. Rourke likes Kitchen as well.
Right.
Mainly because he's from Washougal.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yep. I believe so. Speaking of Jet and Anderson, what are your thoughts on that little deal?
Well, from the first, I guess, kind of direction that the camera was aimed, it totally looked like Anderson came up and was being such a tool to Jet. But then Nolan said he saw the flip side and there was another camera and Jet was kind of being a jerk too. So, I mean, they were both in the wrong. Yeah. They both get in trouble as long as they apologize. Just knock it off.
Move on.
Knock it off.
Don't be buttholes.
Exactly.
Okay, so you're a working mom, a wife. I know you're super busy. And now you're OMC president. Super rad, by the way. What other activities do you do? What else are you into?
Well, besides motocross, really nothing. I am in book club.
Oh, sweet!
With a bunch of moms from my son's school.
Okay.
I was PTO president and then retired from PTO so I could focus more on OMC board. And I also work at Skyline for their events. So out with Ricky, I love Skyline and Matt Taylor and all those guys. So
same. Speaking of that, will you be able to still do that?
Yeah.
Are you going to do that still?
Yeah, absolutely.
When you can, obviously.
Yes.
Okay.
Ricky sometimes likes to tease me and say that I divorced him for OMC, and I said, no, honey, I'm a polygamist. I love you both.
He says that to me too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So both your son and husband race, and obviously there's some risk involved in motocross. Super risky sport, we all know.
Yep.
How do you occupy and calm your emotions down when they're on the track?
Honestly, it's never bothered me.
Okay.
I mean, Nolan was into extreme sports before we got together, so I knew that having a child with him, 95% sure I was going to get a crazy one.
Right.
You know, I'm pretty even keel out of the track most of the time. And yeah, I mean, bad things can happen anywhere, not just the track. So
Absolutely.
why not let them have fun?
Yep. Step off a curb and break your
Exactly.
leg. I mean, yeah, I get it. So I'm super pumped to see you step up to the role as president of OMC. What made you want to be president?
Ed Barnowski came up to me at a race when I was scorekeeping, and he asked me, he said, "Megan, why have you never ran for president?" And kind of jokingly, I said, "Well, Ed, nobody's ever nominated me." And the next thing I knew, Ed went and talked to Mike Cano, and then I got a phone call, and Ed was like, "Megan, I think you should do this. You don't have drama. People get along with you.
Yeah.
Why not give it a shot?"
Sure.
And he said, "I'm here for you. We'll back you up with whatever you need. We need you to do this."
Okay.
And I said, "Okay,
So you
I'll
were
run."
totally on board once that kind of
Yeah,
started
absolutely.
rolling? Awesome. Super cool. So what do you think you can bring to the table as president?
Well, that kind of will depend, I guess, on the support that we have from the track. You know, we can only be as good as our volunteers, and our volunteers have to be happy and want to help.
Right.
Adults don't like being told what to do. So I don't want to tell you that you have to come out and do these hours. I want you to come and do them and have a good time while you're out there. We've got a bunch of new events coming. Josh Doherty's our new event coordinator, and he's got a lot of fun stuff on the schedule for this year. I also want to bring back that community. I feel like we've gotten away from like the parties, even silly stuff like pie eating contest, or let the little Pee-wee kids, like, hey, you got first place, you get to put a pie in the face in Brighton Daily, the Pee-wee coordinator's face, or
Awesome.
Megan's face, or just fun stuff like that get people talking about the track and to come out.
Yeah.
Because we can't survive without a community.
Right. 100% agree. Good answer. So a little more specifically, I guess, what kind of improvements would you like to see during the 2024 season?
I mean, obviously we want to get that schedule down a little bit tighter.
Okay.
It's not easy to keep everything, 9:15, then 9:30 and all that kind of stuff, but keep that tightened up because it does make the day go better and smoother that way. Definitely, we've got another event coordinator this year with Josh Doherty. He's going to bring in Kyle Nations for flagging coordinator, so he'll go out and check on the people, maybe get people a little bit more pumped to come and do those volunteer hours when they know they might get a break.
Yeah.
Do some more cleanup at the track. We partnered with Preservation Idaho so that we can get charitable donations accepted through the 501c3 with them, and just, beautify the track, do some upgrades that need to be done, and yeah.
Cool. Sounds good to me. So with that, what are your hopes for the future of the club and, just years to come? Like, what would your hopes be for that?
I want to come wheeling out there in some badass old folks ride with my posse to watch my grandkids ride out
Awesome.
there.
Same.
I
Yeah.
want to see it forever. I want to see
Survive.
all the tracks survive because we're losing them slowly.
Yeah.
And you got to fight if you want to keep it. And I'm here to fight for it.
Yeah. Same. Let's do it. So if you had one message for club members, just one, what would it be?
One message. Be involved.
Okay. And if you had one message for non-club members, what would it be?
Come check it out. We're a great time.
Okay, so essentially Moto Blood is passion for moto and how it basically becomes part of you. It gets in your blood. You basically live for it. And with that said, why do you think you have become so passionate about moto?
The friendships that we have made at the track are so deep and meaningful. I know that sounds kind of silly because we all met because we were in the dirt.
Right.
But the friendships that we've met from out there, like these people become your family going out there. It's such a huge deal to be with it and be a part of it. And
yeah, and it's almost, for me personally, hard to explain to
Yes.
other people.
you can't
Like,
explain it
it's-
to people that don't
unless
know
they
about
get
it.
out there and they're
Yes.
involved with it, it's It's almost like we're on another planet.
Oh, I agree,
So,
1,000% with that.
yeah. All right, well, that's all I have. Heard it here from Megan first. It's been awesome. I appreciate you sitting down with me.
Thanks for having me in my hands.
What did she do with her
I don't know what to do with.
No, awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Heck yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to our first interview. It was awesome to sit down with someone as cool as Megan, who's as involved in the moto community as she is. Looking forward to seeing what she does for the club. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Please like this video and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.